Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 72 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that the interactions between both Rey and Kylo Ren are going to be taken to a different level in this movie by JJ and George, and exactly what they really want to do in order to provide fans a different experience than what we already got with The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, a lot of fans have always been wondering about Reylo and where the relationship stands between Rey and Kylo Ren, and exactly how that's going to be utilized in this particular story/movie by, of course, Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be in a sequence where it's explained that they are said to be facing Palpatine, where Kylo and Rey are said to be wielding both of their lightsabers, while Palpatine is said to pause his battle between the two and begins to give them a lecture about the dark side. It's explained that one of the scenes is said to involve a moment in which Palpatine is said to dig into Kylo's mind, where he is said to unveil to Rey that Ren has emotions for Rey, and even senses a love for her, and that Palpatine tells Kylo Ren that in order to become just like his grandfather Vader, he must let go of the things that he loves most, where Palpatine is said to shoot a streak of Force lightning directly at Rey, causing her to fly backward and becoming unconscious. This is where it's said that Palpatine begins to walk casually to Kylo Ren, where he reveals to Kylo Ren about his grandfather and Padme Amidala, and how the hate of his loved one dying was the driving force of his power, and anger served at the roots of his power. It's said to be a sequence where eventually Kylo is said to walk over to Rey, where Palpatine is ordering Kylo Ren to kill her, where Kylo is said to kiss her goodbye and is said to give Rey a surge of power by placing his hand on her forehead, where Palpatine then electrocutes Ben Solo, throwing him down a bottomless pit. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. I want to actually go over a couple of things here that concern me, especially about Kylo Ren and whether or not this means the death of Ben Solo. Now, one thing that we do know about The Rise of Skywalker is that this film is, of course, going to be by far the most emotional Star Wars film there is in the sequel trilogy, and perhaps even in the entire Skywalker saga. So everything between Rey and Kylo Ren that falls in between is said to be the driving force for, of course, both Rey and Kylo's path in this movie, and exactly where they are going in Episode 9. Hence why J.J. Abrams said that the relationship of these characters, to best describe them as desperate. Now, the thing about this particular scenario is that it's actually explained that Palpatine executes, or basically I should say, exposes the whole entire thing that's going on within Kylo Ren's mind, where inside of Kylo Ren's mind, he does have a love for Rey that's actually exposed, and he tells this to Rey out loud, where this is where Palpatine is said to use a streak of Force lightning attacking Rey, kind of trying to stir up anger within Kylo Ren. Very similar to what Palpatine was trying to do with Luke Skywalker in, of course, Return of the Jedi, and of course, what Palpatine tried to do in other forms of canon material in the forms of comics with Darth Vader. And that's what I like so much about this, is that Palpatine really is the expert manipulator. He realizes that Kylo Ren has a love for her. He also realizes that, of course, Darth Vader was so powerful because of how angry he was of somebody that he lost. And that is exactly what Palpatine believes in at this point in time in order to make Kylo Ren stronger. That's why he attacks Rey and tries to kill her, though Rey did not die and she was just very unconscious, which is where Kylo Ren walks over casually and places his hand on her forehead, similar to what Kenobi and Palpatine did to, of course, Anakin and Padme in Episode 3, where they transfer a little bit of their energy into that body where they're able to live on. Now, that's a very interesting side here, is the fact that eventually, once he does this, it's said to be a kiss sequence where Kylo Ren says goodbye, knows that he's going to most likely be killed by Palpatine for doing that, and a strike of lightning hits him where he falls down a bottomless pit. Now, do I believe that Kylo Ren is dead in this moment? Nope, absolutely not, because if you guys have read the latest Snoke comic, I don't know if you guys read it, but during their training on Dagobah, and yes, this is canon, both Snoke and Kylo Ren did a lot of training on the world of Dagobah. There is a sequence where Kylo Ren falls down a bottomless pit as well, where Kylo Ren is literally able to stop himself just before hitting the floor. So that most likely is going to be done in The Rise of Skywalker and will serve as an explanation as to exactly how Kylo Ren was able to survive that fall within the bottomless pit of course, Palpatine's throne room that is actually based underneath the surface of Exegol. Now, Exegol is a planet based over in the unknown regions. It's a very unique planet. It's actually said to have constant lightning storms, and I'm pretty certain that we got a glimpse of it in the second teaser trailer when Kylo Ren's igniting his crossguard and you see his ship in the background. So, we can see that this movie is very emotional between Rey and Kylo, especially Palpatine, and where things are all going. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. From night to moon, we hear them moans again.